The sky turns gray against a fiery display of red and golden hues, like the day I fell for you. So what will you do when the sun begins to fall? I'm waiting here for you. Won't you answer?
Oh, look at them babies. Look at them babies.
Aww.
That's the fruit of my loom. Well, this is the inaugural show. This is the inaugural show. So, welcome to Love Social, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am Papa Bear in the house.
Also known as
CJ from the Ski.
Okay.
CJ from the Ski. And this is my
first time on the podcast line and camera. It is co-host Kiara.
Oh, she fancy. She get applause. I don't get anything. So,
Yeah.
what's been good with you? Like I live with you.
You see me every day.
So, well, welcome to the first episode, y'all. So, basically, we decided to do a podcast. Well, I already do a lot of podcasts. So, I said, why not have my wife on there, and do a podcast with her. So this is her first time on camera. So hopefully she don't pass out or nothing.
I don't think so. I'm not that camera shy. But the reason we wanted to do this podcast is because we have a very unique type of love that was founded on social media. Hence, the title of the show, Love Social. So we want to kind of detail our lives and how social media has impacted and influenced.
Impacted, girl.
A lot of things that we do on a day-to-day basis and how we came to be.
Yeah, because let me tell you something. I think I always joke around, especially when I get a little bit of, I always joke around and say, like, what if Mark Zuckerberg never dropped out of school and started Facebook? Him and his boys had been the minds that they were to think like, yo, maybe we should create a social media platform that would basically change the world. Because I would have never met you.
That's true. And you just gave away the title of our show. What are we going to be talking about today, babe?
Loving socially. No, I'm just kidding.
How we came to be, which was none other than Facebook. So we are millennials, millennial love here. And
You about to tell your story, how you met?
no, I was just giving some background on how we grew up in the era of social media kind of blossoming. And the generations now, this is just, they're ingrained in it. They're born into social media. And we had the option of seeing different social media platforms blossom from the ground up.
Yeah, we was using a lot of the different, discontinued stuff. Now I feel old. Even though I'm not old. So we, I had a MySpace. Tag. Oh, I had a Black Planet. I had a Black Planet.
Black Planet.
Exactly. You can't say it either.
Black Planet. That's right.
Black Planet page. And then, we had the chat sites. So that was big. So, but none of that played into how we met.
That's right.
I told Kiara that I would let her go first and tell the story of how we met. So you can go first. Everybody, I want you to sit back, relax, and she gonna tell you how she think it went in her mind.
That's right.
Yeah, she gonna tell you how it played out in her head, but I don't think that happened. So sit back, Kiara, tell your story.
All right, let's get into it. So it was, I would say, maybe June of 2008. I was just finishing up my freshman year. Shout out to GVSU, Grand Valley State in Michigan.
GV.
So I was online, Facebook at the time. You know, you had to have a college email address to even sign up and have a Facebook account.
Yeah, for all you little teeny boppers out there sneaking on Facebook.
It's open to everyone now. But yeah, I was just browsing, kind of, you know, you used to try to make friends on Facebook by going through your friends' friends. So I was doing a little bit of that, and I came across this cute guy. And I started looking through his pictures, and I was like, man, he kind of looks Hispanic. I don't know what he is, but let me slide. Let me shoot my shot. I think I'm a good looking girl. Let me shoot my shot. And I slid in his Facebook Messenger. You know, at the time they would just pop up at the bottom of your screen. So I slid in. It probably does, but I use Facebook on my mobile device, not on the computer desktop. So nevertheless, I slid into that DM. And it's kind of, you know, the rest is history. Here we are today. I said, I think you're cute. And what did you say?
I said, I know.
Knowing you're cocky now?
I didn't say
probably
that.
did.
No, I didn't say that. Yeah, no, I said you are too, obviously, you know. I said, do I know you? And, you know, hold on.
Uh-oh.
Because that's
Rewind.
that's her story. That's her story. Let me tell y'all my story. So we're going to run it back. Yeah, get comfortable. It's time for me to tell you my side of the story. So here's how it happened. Yeah, that's right. So, you know, I was minding my business in the library, probably not doing no work. You know how I am. C's get degrees. I get a little pop-up bubble. I'm like, okay, what's up? You know, because your boy was popping. I've always been popping, obviously.
This cocky head.
So, anywho, you know, the little Facebook Messenger popped up. And I said, okay. Shorty, you know, little joint in there looking good. You know what I'm saying? She's looking all right. She's looking a little snackish. So, you know, I said, do I know you? And she said, no. I just think you're cute. And I was like, oh, okay. So, you know me, you know, and all of my exes can tell you, your boy is, you know, I got away with words, you know. So, you know, hit it with that boom, bam, wham, bam. And yeah, here we are. So that's how it really happened.
Mm-hmm. No, you missed the most important part, man. Okay. So let's recall the direct messages, right? He said, no, I don't know. Or what'd you say? I think you cute too. So all that we kind of had our conversation, and I asked for your number or you asked for mine? I don't remember.
No, I asked for yours, but I told you to, because I'm just moving like this. I told you to spell it out in words on the phone with the keypads.
Yep. Because back in the day, look, this is way back in the day, like when you had to pay, it was pay per text, right? So you get a plan, you would get like 300 texts. This is back in T9. There was no, what did they call them? Keyboards, the
QWERTY keyword.
That wasn't around yet. So we were T9 in it. So he sent me his phone number, and I had to decipher it using the T9 keyboard.
Like Morse code in this bitch. I was, you know, I was ahead of my time, and she's like, oh, that's so cute. You know, meanwhile, I was thinking like I was changing the game over here because obviously I was running that good game on her, you know. So
He did. It was really cute. And I was like, wow, you know, I've never had someone this thoughtful, this clever slide like that. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to have to see what he's about.
what you gonna have to see what I'm about.
I'm going to have to see what you're about.
You was already hooked by the time we got.
Nah. Who was calling who though? Who was calling who?
Well, of course I called you because I'm a gentleman, and that's what gentlemen do. You know, real ninjas don't just not call first. I'm gonna call because I got to make sure that you know that I know that you know what it is.
Walking on, because I had told you, I don't remember how far had been talking at this point, but I told you that I was not in the game for chasing. So if you wanted to talk to me, you were going to have to make the right moves to contact me.
Nah.
So I was not going to be calling. I was not going to be texting. If you didn't text me, I was like, well, he must not be that interested. So I'm going to move on.
No, see, and that's the problem. That's the problem with y'all women. I ain't gonna get into it right now because that's, that we got topics, y'all.
Yeah.
So, while we're at it, I want to go over the format of the show.
That's right.
So, essentially, how it is every week we're going to drop an episode. Y'all might see us in the same clothes sometimes because we're gonna be cranking out a few episodes a night. So, just because we got kids and we're going to talk about our kids. We're going to talk about a lot of cool stuff because, nothing's off limits. I think it's important that, especially in this day and age, to make sure that people have sounding boards and outlets to speak about the relationship. And this is one of the ways that we're going to try to do it because, I think we've been in, how long have we been in?
13 years, bruh.
Yeah, 13 years. Yeah. 13 years.
13 years up in this.
I know,
We've
crazy.
been married for 8, but together for 13.
So, yeah, damn. So, basically, yeah, we think it's important to have this outlet. This is a good way for us. It's almost like therapy, and it's free. I mean, it's not free. I mean, all this shit costs money, but it's free in the sense. Oh, thanks. Thank y'all. Gosh, sorry y'all, audience. Thank you. But yeah, this is how we chose to share with you guys. Just a little bit about us.
Yeah, and maybe there will be some of our segments. You might actually learn a thing or two, or you might be able to take a nugget back to your own relationship and learn to communicate better with your partner, because marriage is not easy, but it's all about the way in which you communicate with your partner and express the needs and your desires and just be open and vulnerable. So hopefully throughout our podcast, you'll be able to take a little bit from it and grow.
Exactly. And, that's pretty much the show in a nutshell. It's going to be a little more unorthodox because I don't want it to be like, those quintessential lovey-dovey husband and wife shows. Like, I'm not here to give anybody advice on how to be in a relationship or how to love each other. I'm just basically going to be here telling y'all, like, hey, this is what worked for us.
Yep.
And, we want to talk to y'all. We want to interact with y'all. So y'all give us feedback. We talk about it. And that's what we do. Because this ain't like, y'all ain't about to be dragging me in the shade room and shit like that. So
yes. And to piggyback on that, we aren't your quintessential couple. Just to, elaborate on what that point was. You'll hear him cracking on me. He laughs at me all the time. He calls me corny, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because it works.
Because she's funny.
I have my moments. We all do, and hey, some days are better than others, but we get through it, and we try to get through it with laughter. And he's super funny, so This show is meant to be humorous.
Oh, thank you. You think I'm super funny?
Well, yes, super funny, clever. I mean, I wouldn't be with you if I thought you were boring.
Yeah, see, that's right. You know, see how she bigging up her man? That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need more of right there. Right. Love on your spouses. Love on y'all spouses.
Yes.
But no, I completely agree. I completely agree. And I love you. And welcome to the show.
That's right.
Welcome to the show. So today's topic, we're going to jump into it. Obviously, the name of the show is called Love Social. And with that, we will periodically, I mean, you see it in our logo and everything. We'll periodically talk about social media and what's going on in social media and how it's impacting relationships and yada, yada, and so on and so forth. But I feel like everybody today is falling in love on social media or interacting on social media.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a huge influence on, I think, everybody, even the people that sit out there and say, "Oh, you know, I ain't fazed by nothing on social media. Like all y'all do is post pictures and this and that." Woo-doo-woo. I think they care.
Of course.
I think they care, and you know, sadly, it's consuming. You know, it's on your phones. It's on your work computer. They can't block it. Like nothing gets rid of it. So, but there's some good things about social media.
Exactly.
Obviously, one being
we wouldn't be here.
Exactly. Exactly. I want to talk to you about how you was using social media before you met me. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, she's sweating, y'all.
Okay, so I did have the Black Planet account, and that was basically a chat site, I would say. And that was, honestly, that chat site, it was so many guys, and you guys know what you were doing on that chat site. It kind of disgusted
Sending
me.
dick pics and stuff.
I did not like that, so that wasn't.
Such a prude. I didn't like that.
That wasn't something that I engaged in frequently.
Ooh.
I got on and checked it, but most of the guys were much older. I felt like they were kind of predatory in the sense, so I wasn't interested. I'm a good girl at heart. I mean, I had my thought days. I mean, we all do, but listen, I have trust issues. I had trust issues. So what I was doing on social media platforms, I was very careful, if that makes sense, because I wasn't giving people the time of day. I wasn't the one sending pictures or anything like that. I had a MySpace, but that was, again, people hollering at me. I wasn't going out of my way to talk to people. And you were one of the, well, you were the only one I kind of slid in, and it became something more than just a conversation.
Yeah, right.
I've never met up with someone on social media but you.
I'm talking about all that, talk about how you a good girl and
I am.
you know, I just, you know.
When it comes to social media, I am. I am not the type that I don't take offense to any, you know, don't take me, you know, out of context. But I'm not the type to be on social media commenting on people's posts, pictures. I will like them, I will love them, but I'm not the one that engages in commentation, if that makes sense. I'm more of a scroll like, oh, that's interesting, let me send this to you to make you laugh, or oh, look at this. But I'm not.
I think that's how I use social media now too. I don't Facebook, you know, I'm moving a lot of my posts over to my entertainment page, you know, at CJ from the Ski, or www.facebook.com/CJ from the Ski, and just how it looks on the screen at the bottom. That's how you spell it. Also, those are social media tags. So Kiara doesn't have a Facebook. Well, she, you know, again, we'll touch on the, you know, kind of the evolution of social media. But these are all of my tags, and then obviously when we're on Kiara's page, she's got her tags here. So the Instagram and the Twitter. Twitter is
oh my goodness.
So yeah. So, and I guess I can answer the question now. So since you over here being all goody two shoes, the way I was using social media prior to you, I had a Black Planet. I had I didn't have a Bebo page. I had.
Sorry, I don't even know what that is.
Maybe that's some Muskegon shit then, but I didn't have I didn't have a Bebo page. I had a MySpace. I had a Black Planet, and I did have some other chat stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't get on Facebook. Obviously, you know, I got my college college email, and that was really the only way you could get on Facebook back in the day. So that was the first time I had like a page. So then, with that page, you know,
what did you do?
just moved my fuckboy stuff I was doing on Black Planet and MySpace over to Facebook.
See, and I was so good on Facebook. If you look back at my previous messages, I was on there trying to meet my college mates that I was going to school with.
You was typing quarantine.
Corn. I was like, what? I met my my roommate on Facebook, and we are still to this day good friends.
Yeah. See, I met a lot of people on social media. I mean, obviously you, but just to think like from that whole. From a social media platform who now, for all intents and purposes, is not as popular with the young people. Young people, wait a minute, we ain't that old, but it's not as popular with people as it used to be. It's more of an older platform for older people. It's played a major role in our lives because, I was on my way to Florida to Full Sail. I was in a totally different direction. Until that log on, it's just like the Big Bang Theory. It's like one crazy thing happened, and then all of a sudden, boom. Now, 13 years later, I think I remember that. 13 years later, we got, businesses and careers and degrees and 3 kids, 3 healthy kids, and so
from one direct message.
Yeah. So shout out to Facebook. Shout out to Zuck and all the guys out there. I appreciate y'all. But no, I mean, it's just crazy the kind of how fate is, how fate seems to put everything together. So
definitely. Yeah. Well, let's talk about that. I mean, you said you were on your way to Full Sail. So are you saying that you gave up a career or a dream for little old me?
I don't. Yeah. I did because I don't know. So before I met you, I was like, you call it a hoe. I call it free spirit. So I call it, just
call it a spade is a spade, man. I was look, what I was doing my freshman year.
This ain't your turn to talk. Anyway, like I was saying, when I met you, something was different. That's all. It just felt something was different, and I burned a lot of bridges, lost a lot of friends, relationships, but at the end of the day, everything that is important in life usually comes with some type of challenge for anybody. So not necessarily, it could be anything, right? For a 5-year-old, it might be, spelling her name right. For an athlete, it might be winning a race, right? And those things, like, it's different. It's a different kind of feeling. It's kind of different kind of commitment. And you just know when something's like, okay, I should be in this place or with this person or in this space or in this profession, even though life might take you around a long way to get there. So, it was just different. Like when I met you, like, because let's be honest, I'm probably not the most attractive person that you've been with. And,
don't count yourself out.
Don't count yourself out. So I am not that attractive.
No, I'm saying don't Don't undermine how good looking you are. I mean, I'm with you for a reason.
Yeah. Anyway, but you know, a lot of people feel like they have to be when they get married. It got to be to the perfect. The person is like the perfect 10 or something like that.
Nope.
And that's not the case. I think you compliment me with everything that I always wanted to be with. You had it, so that's why I was like,
Aw.
yeah, you know.
Definitely opposites attract. You were the yin to my yang.
So corny shit. So the yin to my yang.
You compliment me.
Uh-huh.
You're outgoing. I'm an introvert. You're super. I almost called you flamboyant. Wrong word.
Flamboyant.
I said wrong word. You super super social. I'm running. A crowd of people, I'm running. I'm trying to hide in the shell. I'm a turtle.
Yeah, you are. But you know, we'll talk about growth, but
Yes.
yeah, you have continue.
I'm super focused, organized, detail oriented, punctual, and you're the opposite of everything I just stated.
Well, wait, because this whole production right now, how clean it is. I mean, albeit it's, you know, it's a little glitchy, but this is an attempt to impress you because, you know, and for all of you that don't know, I have another podcast with my brothers that I do called The Lunch Table, and it's dope, you know. But it's a bunch of guys, so we not always on time when we start, and you know, we not always, you know, on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
But the product is out there and it's a good product. So that at the end of the day, that's what you see. So I said to myself, in this case, I'm going to make sure that my wife knows that I take this serious. I'm going to set this up and make it look nice and everything like that and get pictures done and everything like that. And, you know, in hopes of, you know, impressing her and listen to her. She talk about she more organized. The disrespect.
Well, it's true. But no, I do appreciate this. I love all of the details that you put into this podcast. I'm just strictly talking about time management. It's not in you, bruh. It's not in you.
It's not you, bro. Yeah, okay. Sounding like the damn kids. But no, I think, yeah. Well, hold on. Well, wait a minute. So when you met me on social media, it was kind of weird because we didn't actually know. Well, hold on. We didn't meet each other in person for what, like 2 weeks?
2 months.
2 months?
Yes.
I don't think
June of 2008 is when I messaged you. We met August 22nd, 2008. We had been talking for almost 2 months. 2 months prior to that, getting to know each other, filling each other out. And so by the time we've met in person, it was like we were so comfortable. I mean, you didn't like what I had on, but hey.
Well, no, because so I don't know if y'all, well, the people that know Kiara, she got a little pumpkin. Hold on, turn your head to the side again. She got a little pumpkin head. Well, that's her nickname. It's Pumpkin. and it's not, you know, black people, so it ain't pumpkin. It's Punkin.
It's Punkin, yeah.
And she don't have no bridge on her nose. So when she was walking out, now mind you, that was her birthday weekend, so I came to campus. I was living in Lansing at the time, going to school there, and she was in Grand Rapids. And I drove down, and I had balloons and flowers and everything. And
so sweet.
And I had my cheap cologne, but the good cheap stuff, you know. So I'm still in college. But yeah, I pulled up. I had all these balloons and flowers. Happy birthday. Nervous because this is the first time I'm like, you know, we were talking. I had a flip phone and she had a Razor, so it wasn't like the no FaceTime and shit like that. None of that. So she comes out of her dorm, her apartment, and I'm like, oh hell no, because she had on like these huge glasses, And then those big glasses, you gotta have a big nose to wear those glasses. So she had on these huge glasses, and then had the nerve to have them like they basically just touching her like her forehead and her cheeks. And so she basically was walking up to me super cheesing, like she was like, you know, and I was so like I was like, take those glasses off. She was like, dang. She's like, dang.
I know.
So I was like, take those glasses off. So she took the glasses off, and I literally said out loud, thank God. Thank God.
Yes, because we have been, man, this is how untrustworthy we were, because we had both seen the show Catfish. We knew all about that. So during these 2 months, we were like, all right, send me a picture of what you doing right now, because I want to make sure that you are the person on this Facebook.
Yeah, and then exactly. We would like, send me a picture. What you doing? I'd be like, I'm at work. She would like, send me a picture at work. So I'd be sitting there like this. My coworker's like, what the hell are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Now, mind you, again, I had a Nokia flip phone, right? Like, so those pictures, them granulated pictures, like terrible quality. And it's like, it was just a leap of faith. Now, the content she had on her Facebook page, she had the little Farrah Fawcett?
Yep.
Farrah Fawcett feathered hair. Yes. You know, that was when we were all in our high school body. So, you know, we was real, you know, delicious looking.
Yep.
And
now I got my mommy body.
No, you got a bad mommy body. Bad. Like built like a pear. Like I like it. So, yeah. So but no, when she walked outside, I was through. So, but thank God she took those glasses off. And yeah, that was the first time I had Jimmy John's, I think. Like, yeah, because you have like, oh, I got you lunch, blah blah blah.
I know, I had everything ready.
Yeah, it was exciting, and it moved fast.
It did, but let's talk about that. So when we met each other, we were going to different schools, guys. He was all the way in Lansing. I didn't have a car. I was in Grand Rapids, and I was working. He was working, so we could only see each other in person on the weekends. And sometimes those weekend trips were rough. He would have to come get me, or I was so dedicated, I would take the bus all the way to the Greyhound. This was like an hour ride all the way to the Greyhound, have to walk to the Greyhound, and that was like 3 blocks, get on the bus. And how long was that drive? An hour and a half? I don't remember.
It was like an hour.
Yeah. And all for him to pick me up, spend Friday night, Saturday night together, and then I'm back on the bus Sunday trying to get back to school or to work the next day.
Yeah, and we be cutting it close too. Like we would be you'd be like, okay, well, you know, it's Sunday night. Maybe we can stay a little bit longer. Like, okay, I'm gonna leave at 10. And then 10 turn to midnight. Then midnight turn to 1.
I never wanted him to leave. I hated spending those weeks apart.
Yeah. And I was like, well, I got to go back to Lansing. And then be nice. Like, I'd be like driving, you know, and shout out to all of our friends that kind of helped us out. My boy, Rob let me borrow his car a couple times, go see her. Yeah. He would pick her up. My boy, Will picked her.
Oh my goodness.
Took you home one time because you missed the bus or something like that. Yep. Charmaine.
And it was a snowstorm. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, you know, your boy transportation situation was a little rough back in college. So, it was bad. So shout out to everybody that kind of pitched in on the transportation. I appreciate y'all. But no, like we came a long way from that because, you know, we commuted. We were dating for a year, long distance. So and still using social media. I mean, a lot of times we would actually communicate over Facebook because our phones were so behind.
The text. Yeah. I might have ran out of text for that month. So it had to be.
And I at that point I didn't text, and it's crazy because now I don't like to talk on the phone. But when I had to use that T9 shit, hell no. Like that's why, you know, shout out to my young dog David that I used to work with at Kroger in Lansing. When he was like, yo, man, I'm getting a new sidekick. You can have my sidekick. I'm like, hell yeah. And of course I had to give that sidekick she had to get a little flip phone like that when we started dating because she had a Razor and that was the popping phone back then. But she wanted to get that keyboard phone. So like it was definitely different. And I was thankful that I saw you, and I was like, you know, she's pretty. We had a great time that night. I ain't gonna say nothing else. But, you know,
Yeah.
But anyway, but no, it kind of worked out. I don't recommend everybody meet up with strangers online. I mean, that was a different time. This was 2008, and I know that seems like yesterday, but that is so crazy now. The world's so crazy now. I wouldn't do it again. So
Not at all. And I fear the day our 3 daughters log in for the first time. You know, we're going to be those parents that have, what is it, the watch app or whatever, where we know what type of apps they have. I'm going to be timing them. I'm going to be locking them out. I'm going to know their passwords.
nah, you can know that because I'm going to be like Mario Winans. I don't want to know.
I got to know.
I don't want to know. It's too much. It's too much.
Nope.
It's too much to see.
And what they also don't know is I'm going to get those little, what are they, the Apple tags or whatever. It's getting dropped in their book bags too.
Yeah.
I'm that type of mom.
That's actually a good idea. Is, you know, especially with the kids starting school and everything.
I don't trust anybody.
Not even me, shit, and I ain't did nothing. But yeah, it's definitely not something, you know. I don't know. I never thought I would be one of those people to even date somebody from meeting them online. So I'm surprised that I'm here at this point, especially all my friends that know me. Like know me. It's like, whoa, you got a business, got kids, got married, like yeah, tis I. But you know, I think it worked out. I lucked up. Why you hear me like that?
Your friends that know you, oh, you got married, you got a business. Ooh, what does that mean? We gonna get into that on another episode, okay?
Man, if you don't go on somewhere, what I'm saying is, you know, people that know me know I'm like, you know, I'm not a bad person, but you know, you just
that's why when we got together, guys, well, you know, I respect this, I do, because I wouldn't want to see it. He removed himself, untagged himself from all the incriminating photos on Facebook, okay?
Yeah.
All of them.
Because who wanted, who
I didn't have any incriminating photos.
Well, because you were a good girl. You know, you didn't do those kind of things. And, you know, look, I'm sorry. I was living life. Okay. And yeah, no, I just untagged you because I'm more out of respect more than anything. But, you know, I know some of the stuff, even if I guess I look at it like I'm not strong enough to, you know, give into, you know, well, what you say, if you know, if I'm doing it, you can do it kind of thing. No. So I'm not going to do it. So then I can say, no, you shouldn't do it. And that's one of those things. Like I wouldn't want to see no shit like that. If you was a girl like me, see some of the shit you was out there doing before we met, not coming into it. Right. I mean, we're at a point now where it is what it is. Like, you know, we can laugh about a lot of that stuff, but like, you know, just kind of starting to date, you know, and like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't tag me, have my boys hold me up while I'm, you know, getting worked out.
Yeah.
So, but hey, at least I thought about it. A lot of people don't even think like that.
Yeah. I'll give you your credit. I do respect that. And I thank you for it because again, I don't trust no one. So you did have a whole brick wall to break down and destroy before you got to my heart.
Yeah,
and that was some rough years.
And the ninja came through like Thor with Mew. Is that his name? Mew? Man, because it was tough. It was tough. And, you know, not only that, you know, I kind of pride myself that I can just, you know, I can blend it with everybody and talk to everybody. I think it was kind of scary because I had never really been in a serious relationship before. I've had some relationships, but, you know, every time they got serious, I got less serious. So it was scary even feeling all these feelings because I'm like, wow, like, what is this? But at the same time, I was also fighting with myself like, well, I don't like, nah, this ain't normal. This ain't normal. And meanwhile, she fighting with me about everything. So.
I was. And we did take things, I won't say it's slow. We took things fast. We I felt like because we had communicated so long and we were dating long distance, we got engaged really quick. But we had a long engagement. We had a 5-year engagement. And that was because we were still filling each other out, making sure that we could even coexist.
When you say 5 years, I know everybody was gonna be like, "Damn, 5 years!" But no, it wasn't like 5 years. It wasn't planned. Like
Right.
we had ups and downs, and like when it would get bad, we would be like, well, one of the things both of us when we started dating, one of the things we said was that if either one of us breaks up with each other, like calls it off, we wasn't coming back. And I respect that because it's like, if I walk away from something, I don't want to do it. And I'm not going to be encouraged to get back into it. So instead of like, just rushing just because we said, just because I asked her, would she marry me, to just rush to get married because we got to be on this timeline, it didn't work out that way, which is good because we had like, it was up and down, from money to, I wouldn't say infidelity, but just like trust issues.
No, trust.
Really out of nowhere.
It was me. Hey, I'm not going to lie. I had major trust issues.
Growth. Listen to that growth. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that growth.
What is it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Then you always make it a little, corny. I'm just kidding. But no, it I don't know. So we just decided that at some point, like, okay, we do have to get married. And, luckily we decided to do it like after we got done with school and everything, we agreed that we would finish college.
Yep.
We actually finished our master's program.
Yep.
And then from there, then we got married. So, but social media played a lot into how we got down. Because, them nudes you were sending me wasn't looking good on the phone.
I don't recall.
No, yeah, you recall, all right.
I don't recall.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, okay.
Not me.
Anywho, and now, the way technology is now, I mean, you guys are going to get this show. We sitting right here in the spare room in the house.
Yep.
Just chopping it up with y'all. So, welcome to technology. Welcome to 2021.
That's right.
I mean, what you got? So, yeah, I mean, that's it. So that's how we met. We here now. I mean, fast forward, we'll get into a little bit of more, of our story. Obviously it ain't just like, yeah, we met on Facebook. We,
right.
We used to knock the boots and stuff like that. And, we'll kind of dive more into, our lives and everything like that from when we first met and throughout and, up until now. So, I mean.
Yes. Spill our little dirty secrets.
Oh, well.
No, not really.
Most people that know us is listening. They're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, no, I know that. Oh no, yeah, this gonna be interesting." Or
oh my goodness, yes. Because back in the day, honey, I used to blast everything. This is how how women like attention, or men like attention too. But I used to put everything on social media in regards to my feelings about him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, that was a rough patch. And his friends would call me out. My family would call me out. So when he talk about growth.
Yeah, because you.
Yes, honey.
You was a lot.
I was.
It was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But, like I said earlier, nothing worth having is just like, yeah.
It's going to be easy.
Yeah. Like, and I learned that relationships, business, everything, and that's why you see certain people excelling at certain things and others not. Like, I think it just that's where their
all
passion
about
is.
How much work you want to put into it.
Yeah, because relationships aren't really that different, really. We talk about how we met and how we were, basically that login on Facebook, but I think just the fact that we were able to like coordinate coming back and forth, at such a young age, using technology, being skeptical is like I said, now I wouldn't do it now, but like it was scary. It was scary knowing that, you know, that could happen. So I like, well, like rape or whatever, kidnap, any shit. You could have been there. I could have showed up at Grand Valley and you sitting with a bunch of dudes ready to take me
That's
out.
right.
I mean, y'all wouldn't have got shit because I ain't had no money, but y'all have been disappointed as fuck trying to, you know, rob me. But yeah, I mean, y'all, it would have been bad. So, no, I wouldn't do it now. But you know, I love social media. I think social media is necessary. I definitely think,
It's how we consume.
yeah. So, but no, I am very excited to do this show with you, and
Thanks, babe.
I am excited to go on this journey.
I'm excited to be here as well. And guys, once you listen, share your love story with your significant other, your partner. How did you guys meet? How did you come to be? How long have you been together? I would love to know. If your story has any semblance to ours, let us know.
Yeah, because we can put y'all on the show. We'll you know, we'll have guests periodically. No experts, you know. And like I said, this is gonna be a real kick, laid back show. Yep. But yeah, we're gonna want to hear y'all stories. Want to hear what y'all got going on. So those handles y'all see on the screen, those are our social media pages. Slide in our DMs. We love to talk to y'all. But if you ain't got nothing else, I ain't got nothing else. We gonna log off.
That's right. Take us out, babe.
So appreciate y'all coming out, and you know, we gonna do this again. Well, in a few, we about to record another show in a minute. So, but this is it for the first episode. Thank you for tuning in, and yeah,
Peace.
remember to love social. So. That was pretty funny, wasn't it?